When was the last time you saw Vishy Anand crush a super GM in just 17 moves? I guess any chess lover would remember the 2012 World Championship match where Anand managed to beat Gelfand in that 8th round encounter, 8th game. It was a game to remember. And right now, he beat Ian Nepomniachtchi in round 5 of the Online Nations Cup, also in 17 moves. And I would say this one too is definitely a game to remember. So let's get going. Anand was white and he opened the game with 1d4. Nepo played knight f6. And as anyone who knows Nepomniachtchi well, he is a Grunfeld expert. He played the Grunfeld, Anand took on d5, knight d5, and bishop d2. This is what Vishy had played against Magnus in their 2014 World Championship. bg7, e4, takes, c5, takes, and c5. This is all well-known theory, and Vishy now pushed ahead with d5. Bishop into c3, bc3, and here usually black castles, but queen d6 did transpose back when after queen d2 black castled. f4, and this has been actually seen in recently at the candidates when Anish Giri played against MVL, and also Nepo has played this system with black against Tomaszewski. So Anand had based his preparation on these games, and he came up after e6 with a novelty here, which is knight to f3. Very logical novelty, but everyone had played bishop c4 before this, and here b5 has been black's response, because after bishop into b5, ed, and now ed means knight d7, and black is doing fine. Bishop c4, bishop b7, knight f3, and here knight d7 was MVL's choice against Giri, and rook d8 was Nepo's choice against Tomaszewski. But when Anand played knight f3, his point is very simple, that I'm actually waiting for what black is going to do and then put my bishop on c4, if required. So ed5, and now bishop c4 meant that b5 is not at all possible. I'm just going to take on d5. So that's the reason why Nepo here played bishop e6. I have a feeling that this move bishop e6 is a slight inaccuracy, or you can say quite a tangible inaccuracy here. d4 would have been better, but I still feel white has a very pleasant position out of the opening. Bishop e6, and now Vishy castled, which is a nice move. And here Nepo started thinking what to do, because if rook d8 trying to save the queen, then there's a very powerful move. I'll come to it later so as to not reveal the solution. uh, in the game d4 was played by Nepo, and here Anand, I believe, was in his preparation, and so I'm going to ask you to think for white here. What should white play? Now you will see that the bishop on c4 is hanging, so maybe you take on e6, or you move away the bishop somewhere. That's possible. You play e5, but then the queen just moves back. But Vishy simply stunned Nepo and also all the viewers and the chess world by playing the amazing move f5. If you found this move, well done. It's not at all easy. It's actually a very, very special move. And Nepo here had to take on c4. He had no real option. And now Anand unleashed his next power-packed move, e5, attacking the queen. And after queen d7 came f6. And it was all over. The queen is coming to h6. It's a mate. So if king h8, I go queen h6, rook g8, knight g5. It's a mate on h7. You can't stop it. So f5 followed by e5 and f6 is just finish. What a game by Vishy. I was looking at some options, like for example here, if g into f5, there is queen g5, king h8, queen f6, king g8, and knight g5 with a crushing attack, and this is just completely winning for white. So maybe it's much better to actually play d4 here itself, but after bishop e6 castles, rook d8, here as well f5 is just too good, because if you take dc, there is queen h6 threatening f6 with a forced mating sort of an idea, or knight g5 actually, because f6 will be met with queen f8, but there is knight g5 here. And then after queen f8, queen h4, this is just very powerful attack. The main point being that here bishop c8 is met with fg, hg, and knight g5. There's a mate now here, and so queen g7, knight into f7, and white is just winning. So uh, Vishy actually managed to beat his opponent in just 17 moves. In fact, this move f6 was the 17th move when Ian Nepomniachtchi resigned. What a game! And I think it's only Anand who can play such beautiful, scintillating games even at this age of 50 years. And I also should remind all the viewers, because Anand is in Germany and he is unable to come back to India. It's been 3 months and he's still there and playing such beautiful chess, making us happy. Well, the least I could do for him was wear this today. This is dedicated to the Madras Tiger. Vishy, you rock. Great game. We are proud of you. Thank you so much, guys. Hope you enjoyed the game.